WUSA 9 is the official television station of the Washington Commanders, and that means we'll bring you exclusive reporting on the team you will not see anywhere else. And today the Commanders are back to work after a disappointing trip to Tampa during the season opener.
Yeah, this weekend they come home for the opener, and the Burgundy and Gold welcomes the New York Giants. And Washington is staying pretty busy, making some roster changes before week 2. Our chick Hernandez and John Doran are live in Ashburn to take us through it all. Let's hope the home opener is better than the season opener.
What are y'all laughing at over there?
So one of our shooters is doing calisthenics to the side. So he was bending over and doing some stuff, and it made me chuckle. That's all.
You've been giving him a workout
He's
already?
now on the ground on his back, so didn't work out so well for him. Anyway, yes, in the immortal words of Reverend Jesse Jackson, keep hope alive, Leslie. Keep hope alive on a win in number 2. All right, some news to get to first. Let's see. The cornerback, Emmanuel Forbes, got a thumb injury. Talked to him today. He says he's good to go on Sunday. I'm going to start laughing again. If you could just see what's going on behind the camera. Sorry. The other thing is the defense had some issues, and they told us at the locker room communication was lacking, and they're going to get better at that, and we'll see how they get better at that during the week. And as you mentioned, there's also yet another new player on this roster in the kicking position.
How many kickers, Chick, so far?
It's been 5 so far.
Five. Now with the new kicker starting today. Cade York, relatively new guy here, came the last week of training camp. He goes 0 for 2 in 2 field goal tries against Tampa Bay this past weekend. Not only that, boots a kickoff after the Commanders' first touchdown of the game, boots the kickoff out of bounds, gives Tampa the ball on the 40-yard line that leads to points. Anyway, they avoid sending that conditional draft pick to Cleveland by picking up Austin Seibert, and Washington got a pretty good look at him this preseason. There he is, booting the game winner with the Jets against the Commanders in that preseason opener. Dan Quinn says he remembers him during joint practices before that game, nailing kicks in the rain, and he's hoping to find some consistency at kicker as the season's already underway.
Yeah, it's not, like how you draw it up for sure, but I would say that's the nature of competing, that you keep digging and find it. We're going to get that part right. There's fantastic guys in terms of Tress and Tyler and other guys here to go through that, but that speaks to the competitive nature of Adam and the staff to keep digging to find it. We're really pumped on Austin being here, and looking forward to getting him started today.
I've bounced around a little bit, and that's fine. That's just the journey that I've been on. And, I proved myself enough last year for the Jets to re-sign me, and then I competed through camp and proved myself enough throughout the preseason to get this opportunity here. And, my plan is to continue doing that.
This is the 5th team Seibert has played in the NFL. He hasn't kicked in a full season, 16 games since his rookie season in 2019. Hoping to revitalize the career here in Washington. But today, Chick, took some time away from football, right? Everybody understood the date, the significance of today. So, and I know Dan Quinn took some time to remind his players of the significance of today.
What's amazing is that we got a coach here who's trying to win a football game, obviously, and a team that's trying to win a football game. But yet, as you mentioned, Dan Quinn opened up his chat with his team today about one of the most tragic days in our nation's history.
Kind of explained to the team today, 15 minutes after the first one, the next one was hit. Then I talked about, the flight from Dulles, where we leave from, to go to the Pentagon. Then another 30 minutes after that to Pennsylvania. And the thing I probably remember about being it wasn't about football after that. You guys know that week was canceled, and that was the last thing on our mind. But I do remember after that how long it took for flights to go back up. And much like here, where we would see flights go and you'd hear them all the time, going to Dulles. I imagine it was the same here, where practice was quiet.
Yeah, I mean, it's we're here at practice every day, and there's always a lot of planes that are flying right over here from Dulles, and obviously that time it was quiet. Only 2 players on the current roster who were not born. Johnny Newton and Ben Sinnott were not alive during 9/11. As we transition, difficult to transition out of that, but Leslie and Lorenzo, I do want to show you why I was chuckling, because this is our shooter extraordinaire, Allen, who's, that's what he was doing. That's what he's continually been doing the entire time. And I don't know. I mean, it looks like he's in pain.
He's at training camp.
You
You
I
know?
was
find,
gonna say-
Why not?
any
But
little bit of
also,
time
like,
during the day to do it.
Keeping the blood flowing,
Yeah.
you know, he's standing for a long time. You could learn
Yes.
a few things from him, Chick, if you just
Yes.
pay attention, right?
Whoa, wait a second.
I mean-
There's two things you can hear when you're out here, by the way. You can hear the planes flying overhead and my arteries hardening. So those are the two things you can hear, which is pretty cool. That's what I'm working on.
All right,
Foster?
well, we hear your heart
He's
beating
still going,
too,
by the
so
way.
that's a good thing.
Still going. All right.
All right.
Go join him.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Chick. Thank you, John.
All right.
You know, because of our exclusive partnership
Go
with the
join him.
Commanders,
I saw you slide that in.
we're going to have coverage of the team you cannot get anywhere else, like a brand new show we're debuting tomorrow called Commanders Weekly.
Yeah, this is something Chick and Simone are really looking forward to. This show is going to air on Thursdays, and it will highlight the positive impact the team is making on and off the field. You can watch that every week starting at 7 p.m. right here on WUSA 9.
All right, some other news we're following tonight. The